Let's get started. Welcome to my channel, Cathy Boyd Fine Art. You can never have too many markers. That's my theory. It's very easy to want to buy every marker you can get your hands on, but I'll help you decide how to start. This is an example of one of my paintings, and in this one I've used a brand called Molotow marker. Molotow markers come in many different nib sizes and are refillable and can be bought individually or in sets. Molotow markers can be bought most often at art stores. Amazon does carry some Molotow, but not a full selection of their products. This is an example of the small refill bottle. They also have a larger one that you can purchase. Working upright on an easel with markers can be very challenging. Because the Molotow markers need to be pumped, they will lose their flow if you're working upright, not flat. This set is called Ohuhu markers and can be purchased on Amazon. It's a really good starter set. The nice thing about these is that they're reasonably priced. This is a set of 30, I think, or 40, and you don't have to pump them to get the ink to flow. As you can see, you have the option of buying either the brush tip or the bullet tip. The brush tip acts more like a watercolor stroke, and the bullet tip more like a pencil stroke. These markers are available only in sets, cannot be bought individually. They are not refillable. The quality is not as good as the Molotow markers, which are more opaque. This brand is called Posca and is readily available in most stores that sell art supplies like Michael's and of course on Amazon as well. Posca markers are much like Molotow in the fact that you need to pump them in order for you to dispense the acrylic. Poscas can be bought individually and in a variety of different sets. I use Poscas to supplement some of the colors they have that aren't available in other brands. It is possible to refill them by gently pulling out the nib. The quality of the paint is very similar to Molotow in that it is quite opaque, but I find their nib choices are a little bit more limited. This brand is called Artxx, and it is priced extremely well. This is 120 colors for $129, which is an excellent price. Artxx is a decent quality, not quite as good as Molotow or Posca. The issue being that you will find you will run out of certain colors and they can't be bought individually, so you will need to supplement with some Molotow or Posca paint markers. So just to recap what I've said, my favorite markers are Molotow and Posca. Both are refillable, and I then use the other two brands, Ohuhu and Artxx, to sort of supplement what I have with the other two. So I use 4 different brands. There's so many brands you can choose from. So experiment with them. You're going to be looking at what nib sizes you want to use. Just a further note on that, I avoid the very fine tip ones because I want to paint. So they're just too small, create too small of a line for my use. Thank you so much for taking time to watch my video. I hope it's going to help you get started with using acrylic markers, which are so much fun. I do teach classes in this medium, so if you'd like to take some classes with me, please contact me at the information that you see on the screen.